Hello, and welcome to Slow Stories. Today we have a quiet little story about a dog, a park, and a woman named Clara. Clara lives alone in a small apartment. One morning, she finds a dog sitting outside her building. The dog changes her week, and maybe her life. Let's begin. It was a Tuesday morning in October. Clara opened her front door to go to work. A dog was sitting on the step outside. The dog was medium-sized, with brown and white fur. Its fur was damp, like it had been outside all night. Clara stopped. She looked at the dog. The dog looked at her. Clara hesitated. She stood in the doorway and did not move. She was not sure what to do. She hesitated for a long moment. The dog did not bark. It did not run away. It just sat there very still. Clara looked up and down the street. There was no owner. There was no lead, no collar, nothing. The dog looked like a stray. A stray is an animal with no home. This dog had no home that Clara could see. Its damp fur was flat against its body. It looked cold. Clara felt something in her chest. It was a small, warm feeling. But she was late for work. She hesitated one more time. Then she said quietly, "I'm sorry, little one." She walked past the dog and went to the bus stop. All day at work, she thought about the damp, brown dog. She thought about how it sat so still. She thought about its quiet eyes. A stray dog, sitting and waiting. Waiting for what? In this section, Clara found a stray dog outside her door. The dog was damp and had no owner. Clara hesitated, but she went to work. Clara finished work at 5 o'clock. She walked home faster than usual. She turned onto her street. She looked at the step outside her building. The dog was still there. Clara felt a sudden rush of relief. Relief, the good feeling when something bad did not happen. She was relieved the dog did not leave. That surprised her. She walked up to the dog slowly. The dog's tail began to move, just a little. Clara crouched down. She held out her hand. The dog leaned forward and sniffed her fingers. Then it gave a small whine. A whine is a soft, high sound. Dogs whine when they are sad or hungry or lonely. This whine was very quiet. Clara checked the dog's neck. There was no collar. A collar often has the owner's name and phone number. But this dog had no collar at all. Clara sat down on the step beside the dog. She thought for a minute. She could call the city animal office. She could put up a sign in the street. Or she could bring the dog inside just for tonight. Just for one night. The dog whined again. Clara felt the relief again, warm and clear. This animal needed help right now. "Okay," she said. "Just tonight." She opened the door. The dog walked inside like it knew the way. Clara almost laughed. Almost. Clara came home and felt relief. The dog was still there. The dog had no collar and no owner. Clara brought the dog inside for one night. That first night, Clara gave the dog some water. She did not have dog food. She gave it a little plain rice and a small piece of chicken. The dog ate slowly and carefully. Then it lay down by the sofa. It closed its eyes. Clara noticed how quiet the apartment felt, but in a good way. She noticed the dog's breathing. slow and calm. She noticed she felt calm too. The next morning, Clara posted a message online. To post means to put a message where others can see it. She posted 2 photos of the dog and wrote, "Found brown and white dog, no collar. Is this yours?" She also posted a paper notice on the board outside her building. A notice is a message for people to read. She waited for answers. Nobody called. Nobody wrote back. On the second day, Clara bought some dog food. She also bought a small lead. She told herself it was just practical. But she noticed something. Her morning routine had changed. Routine, the things you do in the same order every day. Her old routine was, wake up, coffee, dress, leave. Her new routine was, wake up, feed the dog, short walk, coffee, dress, leave. The walk was only 10 minutes. But Clara noticed the air outside. She noticed the trees. She noticed her neighbors. She had not really noticed them before. On the third day, still nobody answered her post. Still no call, no message. Clara looked at the dog. The dog looked at her. Clara said, "I need to give you a name." She thought for a moment. The dog had waited so patiently. Just waited and waited. "I'll call you Whacked," she said. In her grandmother's language, Whacked means wait. It felt right. Clara posted a notice online and on paper, but nobody answered. She noticed her routine was changing. After 3 days, she gave the dog a name, Whacked. On Saturday, Clara took Whacked to the park. It was a big park with a long path through the trees. Clara held the leash. A leash is a long strap. You hold one end, the dog wears the other. Whacked walked beside her, calm and close. Clara had not been to this park in months. She used to walk here with her friend Mia. But Mia moved to another city last spring. After that, Clara stopped coming. Now she was back with a dog on a leash. Whacked stopped to sniff a bench. An older man sat on the bench. He was reading a newspaper. He looked up. He saw Whacked and smiled. "Beautiful dog," he said. Clara nodded. A nod, she moved her head down and up. It means hello or yes or I agree. "Thank you," she said. "I only found him last week." The man folded his newspaper. "Found him astray." "Yes," said Clara. The man nodded. "I had a dog for 12 years, he said. She passed away in the summer." He looked at Whacked with kind eyes. Whacked approached the man slowly. To approach means to walk towards someone. Whacked approached very gently. The man held out his hand. Whacked sniffed it and then rested his chin on the man's knee. The man looked surprised. Then he laughed, a real, full laugh. Clara smiled. It was a wide smile. She did not plan it. It just came. They talked for a while. The man's name was George. He came to this park every Saturday. Clara said she would probably come on Saturdays too now. George nodded again. "Good," he said, "good." Clara and Whacked walked on. Clara felt light. She was not sure why. Maybe it was the park. Maybe it was George. Maybe it was just Whacked, walking beside her on the leash. Clara took Whacked to the park on a leash. Whacked approached a man named George, and they all talked. Clara felt something open up inside her. On Sunday evening, Clara's phone rang. It was an unknown number. Clara answered. A woman's voice said, "Hello, I saw your post about a brown and white dog." Clara's heart beat a little faster. "Yes," she said. "Do you know him?" The woman paused. "He might be my neighbor's dog," she said. "But my neighbor moved away 3 weeks ago. He left the dog." Clara sat down. "He abandoned the dog?" she asked. "Abandoned, left behind on purpose, with nobody to take care of it." "I think so," said the woman. "I tried to help, but I could not keep him. So I think he became a stray." Clara looked at Wacht. Wacht was lying by the window. The last orange light of the day was on his fur. He looked peaceful. He was abandoned, but now he was here. Clara asked, "Does anyone want to claim him?" To claim means to say something is yours. "No," said the woman. "The owner is gone. Nobody will claim him. I think he needs a new home." Clara said, "I understand. Thank you for calling." She put the phone down. She thought about the word abandoned. Wacht was abandoned. He had no home, no owner. Nobody came to claim him. And yet he sat on her step and waited. Just waited. Clara went to the animal center the next day. An official there helped her. An official is a person with a formal job in an organization. The official checked Wacht for a microchip. There was no microchip. No record of an owner. The official filled out some forms. Clara signed her name. She listed her address. She said she wanted to be Wacht's owner officially. The official smiled. "He's a lucky dog," she said. Clara thought about that. Maybe they were both lucky. A woman called. Wacht's old owner had abandoned him. Nobody came to claim him. Clara went to the animal center and started the official process. That Friday, Clara had a video call with her friend Mia. A video call, you talk, and you can also see each other on a screen. Mia lived far away now, but they still had video calls on Friday evenings. Clara held Wacht near the camera. "Oh," Mia laughed. "Who is this?" "This is Wacht," said Clara. She told Mia the whole story. The step, the damp fur, the hesitation. The park, George, the phone call. The animal center and the forms. Mia listened to everything. Then she said, "Clara, you sound different." Clara paused. "Different how?" "Lighter," said Mia. "You sound lighter." Clara thought about that word. Lighter. She decided to admit something. To admit means to say something true that is a little hard to say. "I was quite lonely," Clara said. "Before Wacht, I mean." Mia nodded on the screen. She did not say "I know" or "I told you." She just listened. "I didn't notice how quiet everything was," Clara said. "But now I notice." "Wacht gives me company," she said. Company, the feeling of not being alone. You can have company from a person or from an animal. Wacht gave Clara company every morning and every evening. And in the afternoon, she thought about coming home to him. That thought made the day feel different. "I also met a man in the park," Clara said. "George, he lost his dog this summer. We talked for a long time. We're going to walk together next Saturday." Mia smiled big. "See," she said, "Wacht knew what he was doing." Clara laughed. "Maybe he did." She looked at Wacht. He was asleep now, warm and still. Clara admitted to herself something else. She was glad she came home fast that Tuesday evening. She was glad she felt that relief. She was glad she brought him in just for one night. Just one night that never really ended. Clara told Mia everything in a video call. She admitted she had been lonely. Wacht gave her company and something more. 3 weeks after that Tuesday morning, life looked a little different for Clara. Her mornings were familiar now. Familiar, you know it well because you do it every day. The routine was familiar. Wake, feed Wacht, walk, coffee. The park was familiar. The path through the trees was familiar. Even George on his bench was familiar. Every Saturday, Clara and Wacht met George near the big oak tree. George always had his newspaper. He always folded it when he saw them coming. Wacht always walked straight to George's bench. Clara had adjusted to having a dog. To adjust means to change slowly to fit something new. She adjusted her work bag. It was heavier now, with dog treats inside. She adjusted her evenings, earlier walks, earlier dinners. She adjusted to the sound of Wacht breathing in the dark. At first, that sound felt strange. Now it felt good. One evening, Clara sat on the floor with Wacht. She was not doing anything special. She was just sitting. Wacht put his head in her lap. She put her hand on his back. She thought about the word belong. To belong means to be in the right place. Wacht had been astray. He was abandoned. He had no collar, no home, no names. But now he belonged here, in this apartment, in this life. And Clara felt something too. She felt like she belonged to this routine. To these Saturday walks. To the conversations with George. To the video calls with Mia, where she always had a story to tell. She belonged to all of it. And it all started with a damp dog on a step. A dog that just sat and waited. A dog that did not bark, did not run. A dog that waited, like it knew she would come back. Maybe it did. Clara looked down at Wacht. His eyes were closed. His breathing was slow. She said very quietly, "Good boy, Wacht." And that was enough. That was exactly enough. Clara adjusted to her new life with Wacht. The mornings and the park felt familiar and good. Clara felt like she belonged, and Wacht did too. And that is the end of today's story on Slow Stories. Clara found a stray dog, or maybe the dog found her. Sometimes a small thing, like a dog on a step, can change everything. Today's keywords were stray, hesitate, relief, routine, abandoned, company, and belong. Think about this question. Is there something small in your life that changed everything? Thank you for listening to Slow Stories. Take care, and we will see you next time.